Alright guys, part 3 of the second gen build. We officially have everything back from paint, which I'll show you the rest of the front end in a second. Rear is in. So last night I built my leaf springs, got those in. These are Amazon because factory one's ugly. Had to break them, pretty much get them apart. So new purchase or new shackles and then new retainers on them. New leaf or new U-bolts, new block. Sway bars been painted, new shocks. Silver and purple looks so good with the black frame. Everything looks immaculate. So just need a new diff cover, tighten everything, finish the brake lines, back end's done besides brakes, which these will all be getting powder coated soon enough. We got to get that set up going. So as far as front end parts that we have painted, we have the Rough Country box has the springs. I'll show you those in a minute, but we have track bar, front sway bar, front 4-link, the two shock towers that go here. Those are purple. I'm not doing shock tower deletes right now. Tank straps, and then those are the springs. I'll show you those in a second. So this is what we have painted so far. We still have to put on. I still need to get front steering, 3rd gen / 4th gen T-style steering, as well as traction bars. So those will be in the next wave of parts that need to be painted. Over here we have the front axle. It is currently Friday. The plan is by the end of the weekend to have this completely stripped and painted black. We're gonna do new rotors, calipers, and pads are brand new. We might change the pads again if we do power stop brakes. I don't know yet. The steering's only gonna be on for now just to help hold everything together. And then most likely we'll do a new front diff cover. I already changed the shock tower, sorry, not shock tower, coil buckets, bottom coil buckets. So those are new. So front axle, not much work. Strip, repaint because it didn't hold very well due to all the oil on the frame. We'll get to the motor here in a minute. Here are the front springs. They look so good. I mean, they look so good. Nice and shiny. Those look really good with all the rock lights and all lighting. Okay, here's our 384, 32, somewhere in there. I forget, 1,000 mile VP44 Cummins. It has a Smeding S366 sitting over there. That'll go back on it after it gets powder coated because there's no problem with it. And unlike people who say Smeding is terrible, we have Wastegate saving turbo. We're gonna leave it. We're gonna leave powder coating almost everything that we can and painting the block. The block will be getting painted plum crazy purple as well. The firewall and all of the inner wheel wells will be painted my second color of the two-tone, which you won't be seeing that yet. And then this will be 2 tones with powder coat, and then everything else will be powder coated here. How we're powder coating all of this, haven't decided yet color-wise, but this will be getting powder coated, painted, powder coated, block will be painted, most likely painted, powder coated, potentially powder coated. We'll see how easy that's gonna be. Most likely getting a new exhaust manifold, we'll see. I don't know how far in the motor I wanna go because I don't know if I need to do much or not. Tearing it down wise, because yet again, it's gonna be a show truck. It's gonna be on 26s. So I don't know how much I wanna do here. But we're definitely gonna paint the block and do some powder coat, and we'll decide from there how far we go. Here's our 47RE that was built by the last owner. Been holding up to the 40 PSI boost the turbo puts out, so we're gonna leave that be. And this has been just fine too, so we're gonna leave all that. So that's the update at the start of this video. Now I'm gonna get started stripping this down and see where we end up. Axle's now stripped. Collects parts from this side. Now it's just a matter of getting all stripped down and ready for paint. And get this thing painted and back under the truck. At least that's the goal. See how long this takes us. But did tell my buddy who we did sandblast all my other parts about, I did text him to see what the odds are of us getting 4 of us over here, loading this in the back of his truck, bringing it to his house and sandblasting it there, because it'd be a lot easier than trying to wire wheel this whole thing where there's areas I can't even get into, like in there. I mean, that doesn't look bad. That took paint well, but I painted this not that long ago and it just didn't take paint. So I don't know. We'll see. The rear end is so easy that I got that all down to bare metal, just a wire wheel. Well, there's so many little places from the, you know, the 4-link arms to the coil buckets that you just can't do that. So we'll see what he says. Maybe we'll come up with a better idea than me just trying to wire wheel this whole thing myself. Today, we're going to be getting this prep for paint because this needs to be painted this weekend so the front suspension can go on. So it can be off, jack stands and rolling, so we can decide what we're doing with the motor. So I'd like to get that in so then I can get a cab. If I can get this bed put on for just temporarily while we're waiting, I can make room in my garage because I'd like to be able to park my car in when we get some bad weather because we do get a lot of hail here lately. For anyone saying you need a crazy garage, like, oh, I can't do that because I don't have a lot of garage space. I could do this with just the 2 stalls. I could. I 100% could. Having the 3rd stall here definitely helps. I do have a 4th stall, but in there is really just my lawn equipment stuff rather than truck parts. There's some truck parts in there where they could be in here. So before anyone says they can't do this, I'm doing all this by myself besides the paint stuff that I'm getting help with because I want show quality paint. That's something for someone else. But like, I don't have a lot of tools. Like, you don't need a ton of tools. Like, we're using basic stuff. Like, I don't have a ton of stuff in here. Like, this toolbox is not jam-packed. Like, it's not a lot of stuff, but everyone thinks that they can't do this because it's just, oh, I can't do that, it's too much work. Like, you can, you just don't want to. So if you want to see more daily videos though, go follow Ben24V on TikTok. That's where I post daily videos right now of this truck build, where you'll see the most progress and quickest progress and daily just updates. Try my best to post daily there. And then on here, my goal is roughly 4 p.m. every Wednesday has been my goal. So we're trying to make that work. So I just need to get out and film more because I've been too busy working and not filming that. Like, I did all this rear end yesterday and didn't film anything for TikTok, anything for Instagram until after. Well, I kind of wish I would have filmed some of it, but I was also not having a good time with these rear blocks. So it was a mess, but I'll pick up the camera more. We'll get more of this done. We're just trying to do this here. We're just, you know, we want to call it kid in the garage at this point. Well, I didn't film anything here because it was just kind of a pain to get everything. Because fighting the axle, getting it on, the axle fall off the jack stand, trying to rotate it over because trying to get to the brakes, get the brakes off. Then it was on the ground, I got the brakes off then. After I got the wheel spacer off. And then I just got the wheel bearing off with the 1 and 11/16 socket. Just with Amazon, 20 bucks. Just get one because I couldn't find one to rent anywhere and find one local. So, I mean, the socket you only use pulling this. I'm not going to use it for anything else. So the few times I need it, I just bought a cheap one. So, got to pull 1, 2 nuts here. Now I'm going to pull this off because this needs to be cleaned. I mean, she's greasy. This stuff needs some love. So that's what we're going to start doing, getting this prep so this can get painted because I'd like to get this thing rolling soon. Kind of tired of it just sitting here looking like this, you know, just a mess. So that's where we're at. We're going to keep her going and keep trucking. I guess here's a quick little end of video update. We have the 2 front knuckles officially painted. Look pretty good, nice shiny. There's one of them. Here's the second one. Super happy how these look. Considering you'll never really see them anyway. You'll see like that piece there, and that's about it. So those look good. Then tomorrow we can start installing axle shafts, hubs, knuckles, and then toss that in just so that way I can move the truck out of the garage without the wheels doing on both sides or whatever. Keep it semi-straight. So we're gonna get those put on tomorrow, and that's the plan for tomorrow. So over here we'll see the most progress, I feel like. So rear ends in, obviously. I'm pretty sure I have plenty of videos of those. I don't know. I'm just trying to get this video ready for tomorrow, Wednesday. Every Wednesday I'm gonna try to post around 4 o'clock Central Time. So rear ends in. I think we need a new block, bigger block. We're gonna look into that. because height-wise, that's probably about how it's going to sit. Got a lot of lean to it, a little too much. But we also don't have a motor in yet, so we got to figure that out. So, we're my next problem. Like I said, there's no motor in it yet. And if you come to the front here, you'll see both coils go like this towards the passenger side. And I think when we put the motor and the cab and the front end on, it should straighten out with all the extra weight. If I push down on the front here, see if I can get it to do it. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell with just one hand. I can't get everything on it. It does start to go up a little bit. So we'll see. We got the track bar in. We have our 3-inch lift springs, our new shocks, painted shock towers, and we have our front 4-link. So everything's in as far as besides the hubs I just talked about, but that's another problem. So I'm gonna post in here, put in here some clips with the rock lights on. Well, sorry, 4 rock lights and frame strips. We're gonna post that in after at the end of this. This thing is bright. This thing is crazy bright. For 4 rock lights and 32 foot of frame strip. I guess 30, we still have like a 2 foot left somewhere there. It looks pretty damn good. One problem you will see is around here, it's a little shadowy. Not shadow, but like darker. So I think we need to figure out something to do over across the axle and here. I think we need to get this tank clean and get the tank in and fuel lines ran and figure out where we can add more in here. I did think before about putting span something across here, from here over, put 2 rock lights, a couple rock lights in here, and then see, because the tank goes to here, put one here, over the drive shaft, and then same thing here. See what that does, but that we'll figure out tomorrow. I mean, it's late. I got a puppy this week, so I'm trying to take care of the puppy and trying to still get out here to make TikToks and videos for you guys, because obviously I'd like to get this done, but it's gonna be slow the next few weeks because we're gonna need to get the motor ready so that can go in. Then once the motor's in, we can then find a cab and all that. I have not found a cab yet. That's what I'm kind of worried about. So I think once this is rolling this week, we're going to probably get the bed on just for the sole fact of I can make room in the garage. So I got to talk on top of that, we also talked to my buddy about trying to get this motor in, because but for that I need to get new motor mounts, or new motor mount bushings and new bolts for it. So we'll figure that out. We got a lot to figure out right now, but we're taking it slow. We're not trying to rush things because I kind of want this done and to be done well.